Hi guys, welcome back to Sessions. I know it's been a couple of weeks, but we're excited to come back and just give you those industry gems. We have a couple of special kind of guests and acts on for tonight. So please stay tuned, stay focused, and get that pen and paper ready because there's a lot of gems to be shared. But the first person we want to speak to today is the lovely Vonne. She goes by Vonne Music. So, well, obviously, give some virtual round of applauses. You feel me? And I was then, but yeah, there you go.
Hi, I'm good, thanks. How you guys doing?
Not too bad. Can't complain. How's quarantine life treating you? And obviously, lockdown's pretty much done. So,
yeah,
how does it feel?
I feel free, but I still don't feel free in a way. Like, I feel like, obviously COVID is still out there, can still get you. So I think people should just be cautious.
Yeah.
Keep 2 meters, away, and wear your mask on public. Yeah, like
Definitely.
It's people think it's gone, but it's not gone. So so I don't completely feel free yet. So.
Fair enough. And Vonne, please tell us who you are. Obviously, we know you are talented. We know you are creative, but tell us a bit more about yourself.
Okay, well, I'm an R&B singer from Southeast London to start with. I grew up in the church and singing in a choir, and then I studied music, and then somehow ended up doing backing vocals for a few people, Emily Sande, Mabel, Kano, and and then I just decided, you know what, I would love to bring my own music, to the front. I'd love to be at the front and show people what I'm made of, so that's
I think obviously now that lockdown is done, we can obviously resume life, I suppose. But do you have anything you're looking forward to? Maybe not 2020, but 2021 maybe.
I'm looking forward to just hopefully getting back on the road, touring with another artist, hopefully, fingers crossed. And just being on the stage, performing my music. I released my EP last year, December. I was really hoping this year I would perform all of the songs, and just everything got shut down. So I guess I still have to perform my EP. So I'm looking forward to doing that.
And that's the Think Twice EP, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
All right, tell us a bit more about that. What was actually, how long did it take you to write the EP, the songs, if you don't mind me asking, of course? I think
it took a year to do the whole EP. I didn't plan on it. So I started the year releasing Twice, which was the single, produced by Kieran Guy. And just from there, we just kept working together and working on loads of tracks. And I just felt like there's a lot of songs here. I can make an EP out of this. And I think just throughout the year, once it got to maybe, I think, October, I was like, no, the year is going. I know I've got another tour coming up, so I need to get this down and just put something together and, give people some music. So, but basically the whole year I was writing, and that's how long it took.
And is there a message behind Think Twice, or is it more just kind
Definitely,
of
course.
The message is?
I think it's kind of so it's about relationships that have gone wrong, and basically I'm just putting the blame on that person. And I'm just saying it's kind of like a revenge EP in a way, just spilling all my feelings and emotions of how I felt about those relationships, and just saying, hey, you know what, it's your loss, not mine. So I think that was the overall message. Just think twice about how you treat me and how you treat the next person you're with,
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what, actually, we need to take a step back. We got too excited.
Okay, yeah.
What kind of R&B singer would you class yourself to be? Are you more alternative?
Oh gosh, I don't know. I think I'm kind of an old school R&B, but then I don't know, because Twice is old school but still kind of new school in a way. But my background is listening to Mary J. Blige and Destiny's Child, Erykah Badu. I have a neo soul influence as well. So I don't want to put myself in a box, even though I've already said I'm R&B. I just think whatever you hear and if you love it, cool. That's just what I'm doing.
I love that.
My first single was kind of a Kate Janada kind of vibe, so it's completely different to what I do now. But it doesn't mean I wouldn't go back there, because I love that style of music as well. So I'd say I'm a mix of R&B and whatever. I mean, you guys tell me.
You
What
wouldn't
do
be.
you think?
I couldn't say your alternative because can we say multifaceted? You know, can we put that out there? Can we say
okay?
If I could put you, who are the thing is, I don't like comparing people because you're unique. You get me? Like you have your own style. So
yeah.
I'm just gonna say for now, my go-to is you're multifaceted. You have a lot of different. You can do whatever. You said K-Shanada, but then you got old school, like not really Aaliyah vibes, but that kind of old school feel good kind of music. I feel like SWV as well. I kind of heard that type.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But
I'll take that. Thanks.
But yeah, I think either way, it's good music. That's all that matters. Ooh, what's the experience? So you mentioned obviously Kano, Mabel, and Emily Sunday. So I don't think it's a good idea to say who your favorite was. But do you have any good memories in particular and anything
Definitely,
you really learned
loads.
or
I've got
enjoyed?
loads of good memories. I just think, well, with Emily Sunday, she was the first tour, like, so it was the festival season, and that was like the first time I'd ever been with an artist that big, and I just came out straight out of uni, so like I was thrown into the deep end, which I love, and it just made me learn a lot. I think that whole experience and being around experienced musicians at the time, it really helped me grow. And so I think for that tour, that was it was just learning like from the greats, let's say, because they're all amazing musicians, everyone who was on that tour. From Mabel, it was just great to just see someone do it from scratch. So I joined her when she first started, and you've seen her growth, and like I've worked with her for 3 years, and just to see her growth and to be able to witness that and to see what it's like for a new artist to come into the industry and then just like blow, like wow. I think that's definitely like a highlight, just being able to see the behind the scenes and like how it all works. And then with Kano, that was just so recent and so new for me because being in the grime world and like just the vibe, just everything, like it was just sick. It was the sickest experience ever, and it was fun. The energy, the vibes, everyone. And obviously his music is amazing. He's an amazing, artist. So that was definitely like one of the best, tours I've done, Hoodies or Summer. So yeah, thank you.
When was that when last year was it? It literally feels like it was not too long ago.
So the tour was literally, the second half of the tour was in February.
That's why it's recent. Okay.
So that's why it's so recent. Like that's one of the things as well. I'm so grateful that before the lockdown I got to tour. Yeah. Because it's gonna be a while before things go back to normal. So I just don't know what to do with myself. Literally, I'm like, normally I would go and see like someone perform in the evening or something, or I would just be like learning songs for something on the weekend. Yeah. And it's like, I mean, I'm still obviously working on my craft and stuff, but there's nothing to look forward to right now, you know? And I feel like music was one of those, like an escape, like after a long day of work, you can just go to a show, watch someone like just kill it on stage. The band is amazing. The singer's amazing. The songs just, it speaks to you and what you're going through.
No, I agree.
Definitely missing it.
And I guess, are you working on any new music? Because I know you mentioned that you were working with you're doing some online sessions. Do you have any kind of music upcoming?
Yes. So during the lockdown, one of the many trends was like the remix challenge, or like, people putting out their vocals for producers to work with. And I definitely decided to do that with my song, Someone Like Me. And I had a few winners of the remix challenge, and I'm going to be releasing one of those remixes. So that's coming very soon.
Amazing.
And thank you. And also, I've just been writing as well, just being inspired during lockdown. It makes you think a lot of what things in the past, or, just things that you didn't you put away. So I was writing a lot, and I have a few new tracks coming out soon. I mean, it's been a long time. It's been a couple months, like since the EP. Obviously it was in December, so it's been a while, but I really wanted to just take this time and enjoy it, because next year's going to be busy, and I think next year I'll keep things rolling. But there is music coming. there's a few people like I work with, and they're always sending me music and like, oh, check this out, I just wrote this, think it will be great for you. And just whatever I hear, if I feel it straight away, normally like within like half an hour, I have an idea, and then I'll just spend like 5 hours like just writing the tune. And if I get a track and I'm not feeling it, then I just know, okay, let's come back to this tomorrow. And I usually don't. So I think it's just whatever I hear, if it's a vibe for me, if I feel it, then it just inspires me to write. Honestly, I can't really like say, you know, I don't usually like give vocals or write the song on my own and then, you know, a producer comes on top. It's the other way around. So I like to hear, you know, what the producers come up with and, you know, what inspires them. So I think maybe that's why my music is a little bit like not in a box. It's quite different because I'm hearing what you're doing and I love that. So I want to collaborate with you on that rather than it being my sound. You know what I mean? Yeah.
No, I like that. And I guess in terms of music and obviously songs, I know you got those songs that you're releasing and everything, which is amazing. Spotify, obviously you got your music on Spotify. I think one thing I noticed, especially, you know, consistency is key. And what I wanted to ask you essentially is this. So 2018, you had probably around 30K streams. I think last year, 2019, you had about 200K. Yeah. So there was an extra 190K streams over the year, which is flipping amazing.
Thank you.
What would you say? No, you're very, very welcome. But what would you say that would be attributed to? Like, that's a huge jump, you know. Granted, obviously, you're in the industry, you know people fine, but you still need to graft and put the work in and release the music. So what would you say that would be attributed to? Why such a huge increase in streams? Put you on the spot.
I don't know. I think like you said, consistency, it definitely helps you grow. Obviously it was quite a big jump and I'm still like, wow. But it's a nice feeling to know that people, you know, like my music so much, and it makes me feel good, and makes me want to continue and shows me I'm on the right track. But I think it was mainly about just taking my time with whatever I'm doing, with my writing, with the music, and, you know, I think I just didn't want to rush anything. So I don't know if it's just the songs itself, I guess, just the music I was putting out just happened to be good. People liked it because there's nothing like behind the scenes that I didn't pay anyone to do anything, you know. I don't have a manager, I don't have PR, I don't have anything. So like, it's just, I'm actually surprised. It's just an organic kind of, you know, increase, which is I'm really grateful for. Thank you.
That is actually I mean, honestly, being unmanaged, so essentially being an independent. I guess being independent and being unmanaged is a bit different. But anyway, are you tied to a label at the moment?
Say that again, sorry?
Are you tied to a label? No, you're independent.
No.
Yeah. So as an independent artist, what is it like in the industry as well? So obviously independent and not actually being managed. How are you finding kind of, I guess before COVID anyway, before lockdown, what was it like in the industry for you? Like, you know, gigs and all this type of stuff. Was it quite difficult? Did you find it easy? What would you say, you know, enabled you to be as successful as you are?
I think it's very, very hard. I still struggle. Like it's a hard thing to do, to manage yourself and then to find that creative space and then go back to writing after you've just been sending emails all day. It's just like, it's hard. It's really hard. I like, where am I supposed to get the money from? You know, this is what people don't think about. Like, you want me to release music all the time, but where am I supposed to,
it does cost a lot.
You know, get the money from and still pay my bills and actually produce quality music videos. I just, like, there are places that help you, you know, PRS Foundation have got funding, but it's not, I've applied and I didn't receive it. So there's only so much I can do. You know, I don't know. It's difficult. And sometimes, like, when you've put in your all into something, it's very discouraging when you release it and then you get no feedback from the audience. You don't get any like love. you almost feel like, wow, that it definitely hits you hard, makes you like want to take a step back.
Yeah.
But I think if you just continue to believe in yourself and find that drive in you to keep going, then it will help you do better for the next one, the next track, and to find new ideas and think outside the box, you know. I think that's what you have to do as a self-managed artist. You have to think outside the box and just continue to think of ideas and ways to help yourself, you know, get where you need to be. And then, like you said, once you're there, that's when the labels now come for a piece of you. So, but it's a long road. It's a very, very long road.
And I guess where would you see yourself, hopefully maybe in the next 5 years? Obviously, you know, you said you're grafting, you're grinding now, you're putting the work in. The roads are a bit tough and, you know, rocky, I suppose, but you're still putting the work in. Where would you say ideally in 5 years' time, you know what, I want to be at the Super Bowl performing, or that's levels? What would you see yourself?
Wow, I haven't thought of that. I would love to definitely see myself like selling out tours, touring, obviously in Europe and internationally. That would be like a dream of mine. I think I just love the stage so much. So I just need to get out of London. And I hope that my music is like just everywhere so that I can be there to perform it live. You know, yeah, that's definitely where I'd love to be in the next 5 years.
How about this? Cool. Now you said how about if somebody wants to be in your shoes? What kind of tips would you give for somebody looking to maybe they're a backing vocalist, you know, and they want to be an artist, or they're not even a backing vocalist or an artist yet? What would you say if you had any kind of gems or tips for an up-and-coming singer? And let's say they're talented, you know, talent isn't even the question. They just need to get the right kind of direction. What would you advise?
I think I would just advise you to do your research and do your research and see what opportunities are out there for you. Like next year you could be playing at Glastonbury because they allow new and up and coming artists to apply for these things, you know? So there's so much out there that you could do. And if you're just sitting and just hoping and expecting, you might be one of the lucky ones who go viral and that's it. You're sorted, you're cool. But it doesn't work like that for everyone. It hasn't worked like that for me. So I've just had to,
don't worry.
I've just had to just look online and see what's there. Like I said, the funding is there. Just try and like message every producer, collab. One of the things I did was I DM'd a lot of DJs. Like consistently. I know some of them hate that though, so just know when to stop. But once you get their email, then obviously keep it professional. Don't keep DMing and sending the song. Yeah. So just a quick one. I only go into the DMs when I've done everything I can to find that person's email on the websites everywhere. That's only when I actually start going into DMs, because they're gonna be like, okay, on my page the email is right there, so just be smart about things and research and
Take notes.
Sorry, what did you say, Glenn?
Take notes.
I
think it's key. But Vonne, I think it's been absolutely amazing having you on.
Thank you.
And I think the one thing I really learned today from you is just to be consistent and graft. I think people kind of think sometimes it comes easy. And you're kind of evidence that when you put the work in and be consistent, it grows. 30K to 200K is a huge jump, and I think it needs to be. It needs to be applauded. Like, it needs to be applauded.
Oh, thank you.
But, I love that, and I think for people listening in, make sure you are consistent with the music. Don't give up, and then you'll be sitting in Vonne's chair in a couple of years' time. You know, touring like she's touring. You know what I'm saying? So, But before you do go, Vonne, is there anything you would like to leave the peoples with?
So you've heard loads about like just my journey and obviously how quarantine has been. But you need to now hear my music. So you can go and find it on Spotify, Apple Music, everywhere, literally. My latest EP is called Think Twice. It's got 5 tracks on there. And yeah, so you can go and look for that. Vonne, Think Twice. And just, follow me as well and keep up with what's going on.
What's your Instagram and Twitter, or what are your socials? What's your app?
All my tags are official Vonne. That's Vonne.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. But guys, you've heard it. Go give her a follow. But Vonne, big love for coming on. Really appreciate you.
Thank you so much for having me, honestly.
Amazing.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.